Good afternoon all. Now today we are going to discuss the topic called monostable multivibrator. So this is the circuit diagram of monostable multivibrator. Monostable, the name indicates monostable. Mono means single, stage, stable means stability. Means the monostable multivibrator having only one stable state and another state is quasi-stable state. The monostable multivibrator is having one stable state and one quasi-stable state. One stable state and one quasi-stable state. Stable state means what? The state at which the device can stay permanently is called a stable state. Next, quasi-stable state means what? The state at which the device stays temporarily is called a quasi-stable state. The best example which I can give here is for stable state and quasi-stable state. Government job. Those who are having the government job, once they'll get the government job, they'll become relaxed. They are in stable state, no tension. Your class cheppara, cheppaleda, feedback vachinda, raleda, result vachinda, raleda, no one will ask. Once you get the government job, that's all, fixed. Whether you are working or not, daily pay sign just that is stable state, government job. Quasi-stable state, private job. That is temporary state. Management కోపం వచ్చినా మనమే వెళ్ళిపోవాలి, మనకి కోపం వచ్చినా మనమే వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. Feedback, result, regularity, time punctuality, attitude, dressing, everything is observable. So private job is a quasi-stable state, government job is a stable state. Or else, in Telugu, if I can say the best example which everyone knows, I was already explained. Daddy వాళ్ళ stable state after marriage. అత్తగారిల్లు టెంపరీగా ఫంక్షన్స్కి ఈవెంట్స్కి వెళ్ళాలి, ఫెస్టివల్స్కి 1-2 days లో మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ అవ్వాలి. అత్తారిల్లు quasi-stable state. Father home stable state. Right? Now, let's see its operation, how it works. The main objective of this monostable multivibrator is it has to generate rectangular waveform. Rectangular waveform. How it generates the rectangular waveform? Let's see here. And we need to maintain it. The circuit as a stable at one particular state, and it should be temporarily stable in quasi-state. That which these two things we have to prove. See. This is a 741 op-amp. For this circuit, we are not going to apply any input signal initially. We are not going to apply any input signal here. Without applying any input signal, we need to produce the rectangular waveform as the output. How? Let's see. This is capacitor C3, diode, PN junction diode D2, R3 resistor. The combination of this capacitor and resistor, it is a high pass filter or differentiator. And this is here. Diode D1 is connected in parallel with the capacitor H, inverting terminal. And at the non-inverting terminal, voltage divider network, voltage divider resistors are connected here. This is a bypass resistor. This is feedback resistor. We call it as feedback resistor. And here this is output V0. Now, first, we are not going to apply any input voltage. Without applying any input voltage initially, we need to produce the output. How? As I was explaining the stable multivibrator operation yesterday, the same concept apply here. As it is a 741 op-amp, it is having internally of input offset voltage. That input offset voltage gets amplified by this amplifier and it produces the output as Vsat. V0 is equals to plus V saturation voltage it produces. So if it produces V0 equal to plus V saturation voltage, then what is the voltage at non-inverting terminal? How much amount of voltage will present at this point after producing V0 equal to plus V saturation? That we have to calculate by voltage division rule. How means here V reference is equals output voltage into opposite resistance by the total resistance of the non-inverting terminal. V0 into opposite resistance R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now V0 is equals to plus V saturation after the input offset voltage gets amplified by this op amp. The output voltage is equals to plus V saturation. Therefore, we can rewrite it as R2 into, in place of V0, substitute V saturation. V saturation divided by R1 plus R2. I want to write this equation V reference equal to R2 by R1 plus R2 into V0, that is V saturation, as, take this factor R2 by R1 plus R2, consider it as beta. Let us consider beta is equals R2 by R1 plus R2 and rewrite this expression V reference. V reference is equals beta into V saturation. This is it, positive side. So here V0 is equals to plus V saturation. This particular voltage appeared at this point, at the inverting terminal. The output voltage V0 equal to V saturation. This output voltage appears at this node because here there is no power supply or any input signal. That's why the same voltage appears at the inverting terminal. And at this inverting terminal, diode and PN junction diode and capacitor both are connected in parallel. So because V0 is equals to plus V saturation voltage at this point, the PN junction diode comes into forward bias. The PN junction diode comes into forward bias and it conducts. It conducts. That is case 1. Consider V0 is equals to plus V saturation. Then the same plus V saturation voltage appears at this node. At this particular node, diode and capacitor both are connected in parallel. If these two are connected in parallel and the voltage at this particular node here is plus V saturation, because of this plus V saturation voltage, PN junction diode conducts and it comes in forward bias. Capacitor conducts, diode conducts and it comes in forward. If it conducts and if it comes in forward bias, the voltage across the capacitor, this diode clamp the voltage across the capacitor to 0.7 volts. As this diode conducting and it is in forward bias, so that this diode clamps the voltage across this capacitor to 0.7 volts. So capacitor voltage VC is equals to 0.7 volt ki clamp avutundi, which is the capacitor voltage across the capacitor. That voltage is the voltage across the capacitor. We can also call it as VD, diode drop voltage or voltage across the capacitor. This clamping is occurred just because of this PN junction diode. PN junction diode. So that the voltage at positive terminal at that time, that we have to calculate. First, let us draw a graph for this with the case 1. Then we will get an idea. So here this is V0 and this is time period T. X-axis we are taking the time period and Y-axis representing with the output voltage. So this output voltage initially, capacitor is initially at VC equal to 0.7 volts. That is equal to VD. Diode drop voltage VD is the voltage across the capacitor. Initially it is plus 0.7 volts here, plus 0.7 volts. This is equal to plus 0.7 volts. Right? Whenever the voltage across this capacitor climbs to 0.7 volts, then automatically what happens? The capacitor, because of this capacitor action, of this 741 op-amp becomes constant and stable. It becomes constant and the voltage and constant voltage, that is V0 is equal to plus V saturation. So this is plus V saturation and here it is minus V saturation. Once again I repeat, because of this V0 equal to plus V saturation, the diode gets conduct, PN junction diode comes in forward bias. It is in on state. Because of its forward region, the voltage of the capacitor clamped to 0.7 volts. VD. 0.7 means the cut-in voltage of the diode, silicon diode. It clamped to 0.7 volts. Because of the 0.7 volt voltage across the capacitor, 0.7 volts, the voltage, that is output voltage of this 741 op-amp, it becomes stable. It won't change immediately. It won't change immediately. It becomes stable. It becomes stable during the certain period of time. It becomes stable during the certain interval of time. Thereafter, if you want to change the voltage across the capacitor, because of this capacitor value, the output voltage of the 741 op-amp getting the stability, means output voltage of 741 op-amp becomes constant. That is V0 equal to plus V saturation. This V saturation is constant. It is not changing, student, straight line. It becomes constant. Up to how much time? The time depends on the capacitor value. The time depends on capacitor value. Right? If at all, if you want to change the voltage across the capacitor and output voltage of this circuit, then what we have to do? We need to apply negative triggering. We need to apply the negative triggering to this circuit at the non-inverting terminal. We have to apply the negative triggering. Negative triggering means what? Apply the negative square root negative pulse. Apply this negative pulse as the input to the non-inverting terminal of 741 op-amp. ఇక్కడ నాన్ ఇన్వర్టింగ్ టర్మినల్ దగ్గర మనం ఏం అప్లై చేయాలండి? నెగిటివ్ ట్రిగరింగ్ ఇవ్వాలి. ట్రిగరింగ్ మీన్స్ నెగిటివ్ పల్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ అప్లై ది నెగిటివ్ పల్స్ as the input to the 741 op-amp at a non-inverting terminal with the amplitude of V1, that is magnitude or amplitude, whatever it is, with amplitude of V1, then what happens? Whenever this negative going triggering pulse passes through this high pass filter, that is R3 and C3 combination, it produces the negative spike. It creates the negative spike like this. Spike ante ela untundi signal ila. It creates the negative spike. Listen carefully. We are applying the triggering, negative triggering, which is high. Negative triggering ante negative pulse is applied at the non-inverting terminal of 741 op-amp. Why? In order to change the voltage across the capacitor. Capacitor voltage ni change చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం. And output voltage is constant గా ఉంది, దాన్ని change చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం మనం. Then to do that we have to apply the negative triggering pulse. If you apply the negative triggering pulse, this negative triggering pulse passes through this high pass filter, that is differentiator circuit, capacitor and resistor combination. Once this pulse passes through this high pass filter circuit, then it produces the output at this point as negative spike. It produces the negative spike. So because of this negative spike, the voltage across the non-inverting terminal changes here automatically. How much it changes? It depends on the output voltage of this 741 op amp. So if you apply the negative spike here, then the 741 produces V0 is equal to minus resaturation, because negative amplitude is getting amplified by this amplifier here. Negative spike in the sense, this spike is having some negative voltage. Here, it's a continuous line, it is constant. Now, in order to change the output voltage of this monostable multivibrator, this monostable multivibrator is operating in constant state, means stable state. If at all, if you want to change its state, we need to apply the external triggering. External triggering in the sense what? Applying a negative pulse with some amplitude and some time duration as the input to the non-inverting terminal here. If you apply a negative pulse with some magnitude or some amplitude V1, and the time period, some time period will be there, that is TP, time period of this negative pulse, as an input to the non-inverting terminal of 741 op amp, there is a interconnection, there is a construction of that is capacitor and resistors are connected here. The C3 R3 combination becomes the high pass filter. If you apply the negative triggering pulse as an input to this high pass circuit, then this high pass circuit produces the negative spike as the output. Negative spike as the output. Because of this negative spike, the diode, this PN junction diode, it will be operated under reverse bias condition. Actually, it has to be operated under reverse bias condition. But the voltage at the anode terminal is positive voltage, and the voltage which we are applying at the negative terminal becomes the negative voltage. Here 0 means it is a positive voltage, but here at the negative terminal side, here we are applying the negative voltage, negative spike in the sense negative voltage we are applying, so that the diode comes in forward only, because anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage here. Anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage. Anode voltage is 0 volts, cathode voltage is negative voltage, so that the diode comes in forward bias. So the same negative spike will be applied as an input to the 741 at the non-inverting terminal. If you apply the negative spike as the input to the 741 op amp, the signal gets amplified by this amplifier and it produces the output as V0 is equals to minus resaturation. And at the same time, at the non-inverting terminal, there is a voltage divider network, combination of R1 and R2. So here, if you calculate the V reference voltage here, we already derived the relation for V reference. V reference equal to V0 into R2 by R1 plus R2. That is output voltage by output voltage into opposite resistance by total resistance of this non-inverting terminal. That is voltage division rule. Then you are going to get the equation as V0 into R2 by R1 plus R2. But here V0 in case 2, V0 is equals to minus Vsat. See here, V0 is equals to minus Vsat. If you substitute V0 equal to minus Vsat, then the reference voltage becomes V reference is equals some beta, that is R2 by R1 plus, consider it as beta into minus V saturation. In place of V0, substitute minus V saturation. Then the expression becomes minus beta into Vsat. Minus beta into Vsat. It means the output state of the circuit is switching from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. Output previously it is plus V saturation. Now we are going to get here because of triggering pulse. This triggering pulse, our output is changed from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. Means there is a switching in the output state from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. So this is the minus V saturation. How much time the output voltage of this monostable multivibrator stays at minus V saturation voltage? So output voltage అనేది minus V saturation దగ్గర ఎంతసేపు ఉంటుంది? It depends on this capacitor value. It depends on this capacitor action. See here, if V0 is equal to minus V saturation, case 2, consider V0 is equals to minus V saturation. If V0 is equals to minus V saturation, then same V0 equal to minus V saturation voltage appears at the inverting terminal. Why? Sir, ekkadana voltage back propagate avutunda ante yes. The reason here is at this particular inverting terminal we are having any input voltage. If you apply the input voltage here, then the current goes in this direction. But the inverting terminal is directly connected to ground with help of few components here. Then obviously, this video clarity leda na?
No, sir.
Abhishek, is there any problem? It is clear, Ada?
No, sir, not clear, sir.
Not clear.
Sir, somebody is getting clear, somebody is not getting clear, sir.
Any problem? If at least one student gets the clarity video means that's not the problem of me. Because here same Wi-Fi, same strength of the signal. Signal strength is not changing here. Right. Then what happens? The same V0 equal to minus V saturation appears at this node. And at this node, the diode D1 and capacitor both are connected in parallel. Due to this V0 equal to minus V saturation, due to this negative voltage, the diode goes in reverse bias condition. It will be operated under reverse bias condition, so that diode may not conduct. The diode will not conduct, and voltage across the capacitor previously it was 0.7 volts. Now, because of this negative voltage, capacitor voltage to gradually negative side. It discharges, decreases the across the capacitor. Previously, it was 0.7 volts. Now, because of this negative voltage at this node, the PN junction diode is in reverse bias condition. It is operating under reverse bias condition, so that it won't have any current to flow to the ground. It acts as an open circuit. Now, due to that, the voltage also, this capacitor will not charge. Why not? Why it won't charge? Because the voltage which we are applying at the input terminal of this capacitor here is negative voltage, minus V saturation voltage. If you apply the negative voltage, which will not affect the capacitor to boost its voltage or to raise its voltage, so automatically capacitor starts discharges from 90% of its maximum value to 10% of its minimum value, or almost equal to 0. And if the voltage still it continues here, then capacitor further discharges towards the negative side. The capacitor now initially here it is 0.7 volts. Now, because of presence of V0 equal to minus V saturation at this point, the capacitor stops discharges from VD equal to 0.7 volts to gradually it decreases to V reference voltage. That is, V reference is equals, this voltage is called V reference. This V reference minus V reference is equal, see here, V reference equals minus beta into V saturation voltage. V reference equal, just so we have calculated, when we go V naught equal to minus V saturation, in V naught place we have substituted minus V saturation. Then we got the value as V reference equal to minus beta into V saturation. So this capacitor gradually discharges towards the V reference voltage. A V reference voltage ekkada untundandi? That V reference presents at the non-inverting terminal of op-amp at this point. సో దీని కెపాసిటర్ దగ్గర ఉన్న వోల్టేజ్ అంతా లూజ్ చేసుకుంటూ ఫైనల్ గా ఈ వోల్టేజ్ ఈక్వల్ గా అవుతుంది. ఇటు ఈ వోల్టేజ్ కూడా ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. మీన్ ద వోల్టేజ్ ప్రజెంట్ అక్రాస్ ద కెపాసిటర్ అండ్ వోల్టేజ్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద నాన్ ఇన్వర్టింగ్ టెర్మినల్, బోత్ ద వోల్టేజెస్ రిమైన్ సేమ్. ఇక్కడ చేంజ్ అవుతుందా? నో, బికాస్ వి అప్లై ట్రిగ్గరింగ్ అప్లై చేశాం కాబట్టి అవుట్పుట్ వోల్టేజ్ చేంజ్ ఫ్రమ్ ప్లస్ వి సాచురేషన్ టు మైనస్ వి సాచురేషన్. This is changed from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. If you will not apply this negative triggering pulse, then there is no chance for this monostable multivibrator to change its state. A state change avukunda ade constant ga maintain avutundandi. Now we applied a negative triggering. Temporarily the output state of this multivibrator changes from V saturation to minus V saturation during only certain period of time. That period of time is called T. That time period is called capital T. Again, automatically this V naught means the input terminal, that is inverting non-inverting voltage, automatically changes. Ela change avutundandi? If you will not apply the negative triggering, then these components will not function. Only this component will work. Then the V reference equal to again beta into V saturation you will get. So output voltage becomes plus V saturation. Same plus V saturation voltage appears here, plus V saturation. Because of this positive voltage, diode conducts, it comes in forward bias, it acts as a short circuit and it allows to pass the current like this. But because of this diode conduction, the capacitor voltage again clamps back to the 0.7 volts. Again it goes back to 0.7 volts. V naught is equals, it is previously minus V saturation. Now again it changes to plus V saturation. This is plus V sat. And capacitor value again clamps back. It clamps back means bounce back to its 0.7 volts. And the cycle repeats. Again, this state is called stable state. If at all, if you want to change the output state of this monostable multivibrator, then again you have to apply negative triggering here. If you apply the negative triggering, output becomes minus V saturation. Same minus V saturation appears here, which leads to discharge the capacitor. So capacitor again discharges like this. It continues. It will continue. Where we have applied the negative triggering here, the negative triggering is applied at this point. This is triggering pulse. This is triggering. Right? So this is the concept involved in monostable multivibrator. Now, it is the time for to calculate the time period of quasi-stable state. This state is called quasi-stable state. It eppudu ochindandi? Quasi-stable state means unstable state. It appears if you apply the negative triggering to the circuit. If you apply the negative triggering to the circuit, then quasi-stable state you are going to get here. Okay. Now this time duration we have to calculate. First copy this, then we'll go for the derivation. Do it fast. V naught of T is equals final value minus or plus initial value minus final value into e power minus T by RC for the capacitor. Here, final value is equals to what? See here. Initial value of the capacitor here is VD equal to 0.7 volts. Initial value here is VD, that is voltage across the diode is nothing but voltage across the capacitor. VD equal to 0.7 volts. This is initial value. What is the final value? The output output state of op amp when you apply negative triggering pulse. When you apply the negative triggering pulse, then output is equal to minus V saturation. When you apply the negative triggering pulse, then output is equal to minus V saturation. Output equal to minus V saturation. So V final is equals, the final value is equals minus V saturation. Look at the waveform. This is minus V saturation. This minus V saturation if and only if you apply the negative triggering, then you will get A naught equal to minus V saturation. This is the final value of a monostable multivibrator when you apply the negative triggering pulse. Then what initial value of the capacitor is, it is starting from 0.7 volts and then it gets discharges. So Vi is initial value equal to Vd, which is equal to 0.7 volts. Next, what about V naught? So the V naught of C is nothing but voltage across the capacitor is same as output voltage. Output voltage is first to positive plus V saturation. That plus V saturation across the inverter terminal. అదే కెపాసిటర్ ఎక్కడైతే కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉందో అక్కడికి వస్తుందండి. సో
సార్ స్క్రీన్ బ్లాక్ సార్.
Now is it okay? How is this?
Okay sir.
V naught is equals Vc, which is equals minus beta into V saturation, that is equals to V reference voltage. Now substitute all these values in the above expression, then you are going to get, that is minus beta into V saturation, which is equals V final means minus V saturation plus initial value Vd minus of minus V final equal to minus V saturation into e power minus small t here is equals to capital T. T is equals the time duration T, capital T, and T by RC. From RHS side, take V saturation as common. From LHS side, V saturation is there. See, first send it to the LHS side, then V saturation of 1 minus beta, which is equals, from this, take V saturation as common. V saturation of Vd by V saturation, after taking the common, plus 1 into e power minus T by RC. Vsat goes out, then e power minus T by RC, which is equals, here, 1 minus beta divided by Vd by Vsat plus 1. Now apply the natural logarithm on both sides. Apply the natural logarithm on both sides. Yes, how is the screen? Audio and video, is it clear? Hello, is it clear or not? Now, apply the natural logarithm on both sides to this expression. Then the expression becomes T by RC, which is equals Vd by Vsat plus 1 whole divided by 1 minus beta. Natural logarithm of, from this, T is equals RC into natural logarithm of Vd by h plus 1 divided by 1 minus beta. 1 minus beta. If we know that beta is equal to R2 by R1 plus R2, well-known expression. Beta is equals R2 by R1 plus R2. Here in this, if R1 is equals to R2, if R is equal to R2, then what is the value of beta? And also, V saturation value, it is greater value. V saturation is very much greater than Vd. If you observe the waveform, output waveform, V saturation means it's a peak value, which is very much greater than the diode drop voltage 0.7. So V saturation is very much greater than Vd. So that Vd is a small value, V saturation is a large value, and neglect the Vd. All let it, no problem. So T is equals RC into natural logarithm of 1 plus Vd is a smaller value and V saturation is a larger value. One smaller value by larger, then the resultant value becomes a smaller value. So some smaller value, some smaller value or negligible value divided by 1 minus beta. Here, if R1 is equals to R2, and if you substitute this R1 equal to R2 in this beta equation, so R by R1 plus R by R plus R, so R by 2R, so R cancel 1 by 2, 2 means 0.5, the beta value becomes 0.5. Just to substitute R1 equal to R2 in this equation, then you are going to get beta is equals to 0.5. Just 0.5. Now T is equals RC into natural logarithm of, here, 1 by 1 minus, Vd is small, Vd neglect chestunnaam. Smaller value means that is negligible. So if Vd is smaller, then it is negligible. Smaller, larger value is very small, so neglect it. Then 1 by 1 minus beta value 0.5. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5, 0.5. So you can also write it as P is equals to RC into natural logarithm of 1. Here, just eliminate this decimal. Then here 10 by 5. 10 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. We can write it like this. Then RC into natural logarithm of 2. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. So natural logarithm of 2. What is the value of natural logarithm of 2? The value of natural logarithm of 2 is how much? 0.69, and this RC. So time period of the monostable multivariate in quasi-stable state is T is equals to 0.69 RC. This is the pulse width in quasi-stable state. Intasepe quasi-stable state lo untundandi. T is equal to 0.9 seconds, 0.69 seconds something based on RC values. దాని తర్వాత వెంటనే ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఇమీడియట్లీ ఇట్ బౌన్స్ బ్యాక్ టు ఇట్స్ ఒరిజినల్ స్టేట్, స్టేబుల్ స్టేట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. మీన్స్ కొద్దిసేపు వచ్చి 0.69 సెకండ్స్ నుండి మళ్ళీ పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతుందండి.